Krásný dobrý den, vítejte u dalšího videa. Hello and welcome back. In today's video I'm going to go back to the cases a little bit. I would like to talk about the preposition na, the omnipresent preposition na, which can get on students' nerves. First of all, because it's very common. It's the second most common preposition in the Czech language after v or ve, at least according to my little research on the Czech corpus. Why is the preposition na so common? Because when you see na, it is very commonly related to the accusative case, which in the Czech language is the most common case. Also because na can mean on the surface or inside or a direction towards. So it has a little bit more meanings, and it's also a part of phrasal verbs. So all of these make it a very important preposition. I would like to tell you in a, again, simpler way how to translate this preposition and how to know what case follows this preposition. Let's start with the first part, and that is how to translate this preposition. A possible translation would be on or at when we talk about a position, when we speak about something being placed without movement. That would be related with the locative case, because location is something which is static. We are describing a location of a person or an object which is not moving, or it's quite stable. For example, dopis je na stole. The letter is on the table. Na stole. Na plus locative. On the table. Table has a surface, it's on top. It's on this surface, na stole. The same way as if you were describing something being on the floor or on the ground. Na zemi, na podlaze, also locative, and we would translate it as on. Jsem na schůzce. I'm at the meeting. Schůzka, change to schůzce, and that's also locative case. One of the words where we have to memorize, it just goes with na, and I will get to this topic in a little bit. Schůzka is more of an event rather than a place, but the same way it would work with the word nádraží, for example. A station. Jsem na nádraží. I am at the station. Here, nádraží is neuter, so you cannot really see it change, but it would also be locative. Or smažím na másle. I'm frying, or I fry on butter. Máslo na másle. So these blue words are in locative case. Remember, it's a position. That's why I use this arrow pointing down. It's a position, the placement. Then we could also translate it as to or for, and sometimes on when we are talking about the surface. And if we speak about direction, then it would be used with the accusative case. Dopis jsem dal na stůl. I put the letter on the table. We are here speaking about the direction though. Whereas in this sentence, I was speaking about the letter being placed on the table. And here I'm saying I'll put it, this is the direction, the movement, and it needs accusative case. Na stůl. Jdu na schůzku. I'm going to a meeting or for a meeting. Schůzka, schůzku. Clear accusative case. And also if I said I'm going to the station, it would be nádraží. Accusative too, but nádraží would have identical form, both in locative case and in accusative case. And the last sentence, zvu tě na oběd. I'm inviting you for lunch. If I said for dinner, večeře, it would change also to accusative case, na večeři. Zvu tě na večeři. So remember, direction is accusative case and position is locative case. And these are the most common possible translations of the preposition na. Prepositions are always tricky in any language, and I would like to give you a simple overview of when to use na. Here I am not going to make a distinction between accusative and locative. They will be in the next part. But keep in mind that words following na would, in many of these categories, be either in locative or accusative case, and that depends on the verb, whether it's a location or direction. So I put these little symbols so that you remember. For example, if I speak about a surface, that I put something on the table or it is on the table. Na stole. Je to na stole, dala jsem to na stůl. Or na střeše. On the roof. Na střechu. Kočka sedí na střeše. The cat sitting on the roof. Kočka skočila na střechu. The cat jumped on the roof. Or na hlavě. On the head. And again, we could also have na hlavu. Čepice se dává na hlavu. The hat is supposed to be put on the head. Paní má na hlavě klobouk. The lady is wearing a hat. The lady has a hat on her head. And then when we speak about an open space and we want to use the preposition at or sometimes even in, that's one preposition that I didn't include in the first slide. Because there are a couple of words where in English you would say in, and in Czech we just say na. Náměstí, square. So this is considered an open space. We could even imagine we are speaking about the surface, maybe. Jsem na náměstí, jdu na náměstí. The same here, nádraží, the station. We already saw an example. Zahrada is one of those words where in Czech we say na zahradě or na zahradu, but in English we say in the garden. So we view the garden as something that is open and we can be kind of like on it. Pracuju na zahradě, I'm working in the garden. Odnes to na zahradu, take it to the garden. Letiště, an airport. Also, we are not speaking only about one building, one terminal, but it has also all kinds of parts where you're outside. So when you say jsem na letišti, it doesn't mean that you're directly inside. Maybe you could be in a little terrace or you're getting on the plane, which is by the airport. So that would be our logic. But again, learning the Czech way of thinking, it's tricky. So sometimes the best way is to memorize these words and the collocation, na plus certain words that you use. Then when we speak about an event or a purpose of what we're doing, then we often use na as well. If you say jdu na koncert, I'm going to the concert. Concert is an event. Or I could even think the purpose of me going is that I'm gonna see a concert. Jsem na výletě, the same thing. Výlet is not a place, it's an event. Jdu na schůzku, jsem na schůzce. I'm at the meeting or going to the meeting. That again is an event. Jdeme na oběd, we're going for lunch. Jdeme na snídani nebo zvu tě na snídani, I'm inviting you for breakfast. Again, that would be an event. Or it could be also viewed as the purpose. My purpose of me inviting you is so that we have breakfast together. Or the word procházka, a walk. Jdu na procházku, I'm going for a walk. Jsem na procházce, I am walking. That's an event. These categories talked about a place. And we can also use na when we speak about time. For when something is due. For example, domácí úkol je na středu. The homework is for Wednesday. Ta prezentace je na příští měsíc. The presentation is for next month. And also for how long. For example, jedu na týden do Německa. I'm going to Germany for 1 week. Or for 1 season, na jednu sezónu. Odjíždím do zahraničí na jednu sezónu. I'm going abroad for 1 season. And then we have exceptions, of course. Words that take the na preposition and we just have to memorize them. They often include the words mentioned above, these two categories. But here you could still apply the logic as open space or this is a purpose. But then there are also some words that you cannot really apply the logic and it goes against this logic. Policie. Policie is a building, right? So technically we would be able to say inside the police station. But we say na policii, jdu na policii, jsem na policii. I am at the police station, I am going to the police station. Even if we mention policejní stanice, a police station, we would still say na policejní stanici. Ambasáda, the embassy. Also, na ambasádě, nebo jdu na ambasádu. Pošta, a post office. Again, it's a building, but we say na poště, jsem na poště, jdu na poštu. Or some countries, Slovensko, Slovakia, jsem na Slovensku, jedu na Slovensko. We don't say ve Slovensku. It's not the right collocation. Morava, Moravia, one big region in the Czech Republic in the southeast. Also na Moravě, na Moravu. Or hrad, a castle. In the Czech Republic we have lots of castles, so this is very important. Jdu na hrad, jsem na hradě. Hory, mountains, also important because we love to go to the mountains. Jedeme na hory, we are going to the mountains. Lyžujeme na horách, we're skiing at the mountains. Or chata, the cottage. Chata is another very important word because everybody in the Czech Republic has a cottage or knows somebody who has a cottage. O víkendu jedeme na chatu. At the weekend we're going to the cottage. Strávili jsme víkend na chatě. We spent the weekend at the cottage. And there are more exceptions. I would recommend you just write all the words that would take na. I forgot to mention one rule that when we speak about islands and peninsulas, we also use the na preposition with them. So, na Floridě, it's a peninsula, in Florida. Na Islandu, in Iceland. Na Maltě, na Madagaskaru, etc. I also want to show you one more category here, and that is the phrasal verbs, or the verbs that we commonly use with na. When we have a phrasal verb and na, then it would be followed by a direct object, and that means the accusative case. For example, čekat na, čekám na autobus. I'm waiting for the bus. This is different than if I said čekám na poště, because na poště is a location. I'm speaking about where I'm waiting, so logically I am not waiting for the post. It would be a different meaning. Čekám na vlak, na autobus. Or na poštu is I'm waiting for something to come to me or someone. Čekám na kamarádku. I'm waiting for my friend. You could also apply the symbol, the direction, the arrow. I'm waiting for something or someone. That would be the accusative. Not I'm waiting here. And of course we could use both in one sentence. Čekám na kamarádku na poště. Čekám na kamarádku na poště. Another verb, těšit se na. To look forward to. Těším se na kamarádku. Těším se na tebe. Být zvědavý na. To be curious about. So we also apply this logic that we are going into this direction. Our curiosity is drawing us. Jsem zvědavá na tu knížku. I'm curious about the book. Mít chuť na něco. To crave something. To literally have taste for something. Mám chuť na pizzu. Záležet, to depend on, or to matter. You can say, záleží mi na tobě. You matter to me. Or to záleží na počasí. That depends on the weather. Dívat se na. So again, this direction. I'm looking at something. Dívám se na oblohu. I'm looking at the sky. The same as koukat se, which is a little more colloquial way of looking and watching. Mít zlost, vztek. To be angry at someone. I'm directing my anger at somebody. Mám zlost na kamarádku. I'm angry with my friend. The same here. Naštvaný. Jsem naštvaná, jsem naštvaný. I'm angry, just expressed differently. This is an adjective, I am angry, and this is I have anger. Also, jsem naštvaná na kamarádku. Zlobit se, this is a verb and it also means to be angry. So these three are practically the same thing. It means to be angry at. So I can say, zlobím se na kamarádku, expressing it with a verb. Jsem naštvaná na kamarádku with an adjective. Mám zlost nebo vztek na kamarádku. Expressing with the verb to have and a noun. The anger. Křičet na, to shout at. Šéf křičí na kolegu. The boss is shouting at my colleague. Mračit se, to frown. If you want to say, who are you directing your frown at, then it would be mračím se na tebe. I'm frowning at you. Usmívám se na tebe. I'm smiling at you. Mávat, to wave. Mávám na rodiče. I'm waving at my parents. So these are the most common verbs that would take na. In the last part of the video, I'm going to show you how to differentiate between accusative and locative used with the preposition na. I've already mentioned it several times, but here I want to give you more examples with the same words. Dej to na stůl. Put it on the table. We are speaking about a direction, so we use accusative. Put it on the table. Je to na stole. I'm speaking about a location where it is. Na stole. Locative case. Remember, even if we had a pronoun or an adjective, it would also change. So dej to na ten velký stůl. Put it on that big table. Je to na tom velkém stole. Letíme na Floridu. We're flying to Florida. Florida, a peninsula, so goes with na. Byli jsme na Floridě. We were in Florida. Tady máš peníze na nákup. Here you have money for shopping. Usually grocery shopping when we say nákup. So we are speaking about purpose of this money. This money is for shopping. Jsme na nákupu. We are doing the shopping. We're at the grocery shopping. Večer jdeme na výstavu. We're going for an exhibition in the evening, a direction. Večer budeme na výstavě. I am describing where I'll be. So that's a location. If you don't remember how to form an accusative and locative case, you can watch these videos from before. And at the end of this video, I would like to mention something which has nothing to do with prepositions, but it also includes the word na. Just for fun, do you know what it means when a Czech person tells you na? Just that. Na. Tady máš, fixu. Na means here you go, colloquially said. So something really useful. You will not hear it from a waiter, that would be rude, but you can say this to a friend. Na, tady to máš. Here you have it. Na. A to je všechno. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Ahoj. Do you enjoy my videos on YouTube? You can support my work on Buy Me a Coffee. Click on the link below the video and make a one-time donation for a price of 1 tea or as many teas as you wish.